Thoughts? Great comeback, great spirit, great fight, and the second half was something to be very proud of. Great goals, entertaining game, still unbeaten at home. Can we close that one? Yeah. Support the guys coming in. Thought the subs came in and gave us a great lift, and unlucky not to come away with 3. But at halftime, we were one would have been somewhat decent, and I thought I'll applaud the guys for fighting and being aggressive in the box and understanding the situation. I thought it was a wonderful second half by our guys.
Question, Dom, not to make too much of it, but did we see a bit of a star born there with Ombi? To me, it looked like he really gave you guys a spark, and it was nice to see.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he did good. I mean, he's got pace. He ran in behind. We talked about at halftime about moving away from the ball rather than coming to it, because we thought if we spread them out and use some pace in different areas, it might cause them problems. And I thought Brian provided that in the last 15 minutes or so.
Dom, on the other end of that, Will Bruin showing that he can put he's showing quality in front of goal. He talked about him putting the ball on front consistently and getting paid off there at the end.
Great runs, and I think he had a couple good chances early on, and he continued to make his runs in the box. And I think we spoke a little bit about checking and turning and keeping following the play. And then his first goal and his second goal is just, I mean, if you look at the runs, it's a great ball by Jeff. And if you look at Will's run, he curls out perfectly and just attacks the ball great. So I think he's at 8 goals, 14 games. That's a good clip, and I think he's missed a start. So his season's been great so far, and hope and may continue. But I think it's just his aggression and his runs are the main thing that's helping him right now.
How disappointed were you in that first half? That seemed shocking to see for somebody who's watched you guys all season.
It happens. I think you can't. The thing we have is 45 more minutes to turn it around. So. Walking off the field after 45 minutes, sure, we were disappointed. But the one thing we said was we could do one of two things. You could either continue to accept this result or go out and do something about it. And I think the players, to a man, stepped in the field in the second half and wanted to do something about it, which was good to see.
Dom, you think maybe they were a little overconfident going into the game with all the distractions that Toronto had this week with their player extracurricular?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you look at the start we had, and we had 2 good balls in the box, 2 good chances. I don't think overconfidence was the problem in the first half.
What do you think was the problem? Was it defensive breakdowns there?
A little bit of that. I think second balls in the middle of midfield, a lot fell to them, and they gained territory that way. I'd say that was the main problem for us in the first half.
Was this in your mind one of the most impressive halves you guys have had all season?
Ooh. Which one?
The second one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think, and I give the guys credit. We're a team that comes on strong at the end of games. And when did Will score? What was the minute?
90th.
90th, and when was this?
73rd.
73rd. So 2 goals in the last 20 minutes. And I know Toronto was someone holding on there at the end. But just the determination of the guys to keep on, they had to do it if they wanted to get something out of the game. But in the manner that they did it, we talked about, the balls that were loose in the first half. I mean, sorry, in the box at the end of the game, and guys were just throwing their bodies in the way. So, I mean, the amount of aggression that they showed and determination to get on the end of something was very impressive.
It seems to be something that's shown to be a characteristic of you guys this year. Kind of the late pushes, the battling until the end.
Well, you have to when you're losing. I mean, that's the thing. You really have to kind of push through. And I think, we've been behind. I don't know how many goals that is in the last 15 minutes of the game we've had this year. We've had a couple of them like that, So, like I said, you could either just keep playing, or you could try to win, or try to get back into the game. And the fans were good tonight too. I think you get a spur from near misses, and the fans are pushing you on. It's nice to hear. But I think the guys, for lack of a better term, I think they really wanted that second half, and it definitely showed.
Everybody good? Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, guys.
Were you in charge of the fajitas after the hot dog fiasco from last Saturday?
Sandwich fiasco.
What's that?